What is up, everybody? Randy here, Nerds Templar, chilling with a special episode. This would have come at the end of one of them, but you know what? We just decided let's do a whole new, fresh episode just for this. Our 6-month anniversary, month-anniversary, half an anniversary stream of our current collection. An update of basically everything from Sword and Shield base set and onward to the current stuff. Very current stuff, in fact. Almost Stellar Crown. We will, in fact, be today getting into Stellar Crown for the first time for sort of like the beginning of month 7. This is a little over 6 months of collecting, however, and again, just our newer stuff in a different stream at some point. That's all for Stellar Crown there, waiting to go, ready to go. At some point in the future, we will look at all the old stuff and like the mid-range stuff as well will maybe even be its own thing. So like, comment, subscribe, and here we go. This is about as good as I can do for you. Sorry, it's not a little better, but I think you'll get the picture. We start here with the newest stuff, and then we're going to go back in time from the newest to the oldest. So you get to see basically what we've been working on recently, our Shrouded Fables, and bear witness to all the reverse hollows, and basically full collection. It is a full collection up to the EX right now. We're trying to finish off the EX, and then we will have at least up to there the full thing, and almost a full collection of reverse hollows for commons and uncommons as well. Not quite rares, but yeah, you can see most of what we pulled out of the ETB that was lower, rare and lower that we needed, actually didn't need. I forgot that I didn't forget the King Gambit collection that we did. I just forgot to add those 4 packs into the collection, and so didn't realize I actually had a lot of the ones, the lower ones I already needed. One that we did add that was from that was Okie Dokie EX. Got that with the Petrarunt there. Just need those other 2 of the pseudo legendary EXs, and then we'll have that all filled out. Let's see, and then of course into the trainers, I think mostly just need the A specs at this point. A lot of Cassiopeias if we want to count, and then also the reverse hollow energies. Only have 3. I think I have 2 waters though, and 2 metal, at least 2 metal. So extras, but only 3 different kinds. And that's it. We can add more page. I have a bunch more pages now, so I can add more in for any full arts and stuff we get of those. But right now, any of all of the full arts, I should say, plus that we have from this, are just in some hard sleeves right back here that we will check out in a moment. Once I get through all the big collection here, we'll look at some of the more loose things we got, which includes most of our best cards, I should say. So then here, of course, next we have Twilight Masquerade with the newest of the main sets. Also looking really good. This the other Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box that we've gotten for the recent sets. So that being one of the reasons you see so many, and because it's a main set, we got some packs from tournaments as prizes. We got several different, smaller things that had Twilight Masquerade. And of course, we did the build and battle at the comic shop, so there was that as well. Decent amount of packs just from that. Got some, people. I don't know if anyone gave us any bulk Twilight Masquerade, but that may happen in the future. May see some bulk gifts given to us. Some prize pack cards who were given to us by one of our buddies. Didn't want his bulk prize pack stuff, so nice Blissey EX there. Our buddy Tatsugiri. Yeah, pretty good there on the Twilight Masquerade. Then there's some full hollows for Twilight Masquerade. Got the Poltergeist, the Applin, got the Secret, or I guess it's just the full art EX Mag Cargo. Screamtail EX full art, and then what's his face? Hassel down there. So not bad. 5 currently. Not quite. We might like sort of work on finishing up the full arts. Maybe not anything higher than that. We'll get certainly up to EX and the Vs and the V stars and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to work on the full arts as well. Probably not going to master set anything higher than that. We'll, of course, maybe hold on to some of our illustration rares and secret rares, but yeah, not going to like try to collect all of those for every set or anything. Maybe some sets we'll go a little harder on. Who knows? Like 151 perhaps. Anyway, then the first set basically that I was around for the release of, which was Temper Horses, went to the Build and Battle release party. Well, I actually didn't participate in that. I did go to the party and didn't realize it was actually like a mini tournament. So I didn't participate, but I did get one of the Build and Battle boxes from there, and then I also bought one from a different place right afterward. So 2 of those, and then of course many other packs from other things. No Elite Trainer boxes though from Temporal Forces. Those are ones I definitely want to get soon. I don't know what they're doing price wise. Trying to figure it out. It's hard to say. I just assume they're going to be coming down from where they are currently. So I'm kind of waiting on those. Maybe getting Paradox Rift soon. Who knows? Those are a little lower right now. Gengar EX there, one of the first we pulled. So yeah, not bad with Temporal Forces, but maybe not as good as Twilight Masquerade. Perhaps the full arts are a good way to tell where we're at, like, you know, collection wise. Definitely over half, I would say. And then we have Minccino, the first one we pulled there. The I guess that's an illustration rare, perhaps, maybe not. It's just a 1 gold star. Maybe that means illustration rare, just not like the hyper rare or whatever. And then we have the double star rare, full art, probably just regular full art. Actually, yeah, I was going to say these are in order. They're just not like where exactly they would be. But this one does come before this one in the set, which means this is probably just maybe a full art then. And then also full art for the, or maybe some kind of secret, I guess, rare for the Walking Wake EX there. Oh, not sure exactly. Again, the 1 gold star for the Minccino, 2 silver stars for the Walking Wake EX. So that is what they are. All right, yeah. And then what's this? Paldean Fates. Didn't get a ton of Paldean Fates. We don't have any more Scarlet Violet Elite Trainer boxes. The only ones we got were the 2 newest ones so far. So bear that in mind. All this comes from just boxes and other random stuff, basically, that we've gotten. Some of them even being from repackaged things we've opened. We got a lot, maybe not so much of the Paldean Fates, but a lot of Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames that we have came from that. This set, no, though, Paldean Fates, what did we open from Paldean Fates? We did open a couple things, like the Charizard EX10 and also the Iron Treads EX10, because that was a decent amount of packs there. So I guess, yeah, it also being a special collection, not many rare and under cards in it, easily able to pretty much master set up to the rare point for that. Even up to the EX point won't take too much. There's the shinies are a whole different story there. There's our Alakazam EX. We actually pulled 2 of those. Of course, we pulled no other shinies. Oh, well, I guess we have one other shiny we'll show later. It's a little more valuable. But the only other shiny we pulled was that Alakazam EX, which isn't as good as like most of the other shinies. We also then pulled 2 of them, so that's funny. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's also kind of sad, I guess. We did the same thing in One Piece recently for Wings of the Captain. Yeah, Paradox Rift then. This is Paldean Fates actually came out, I believe, right as I was started collecting, but it was, well, one, it's a special collection, so there was no like pre-release party anyway, even if I were like aware of that kind of stuff happening at the comic shop at that time. But yeah, it was just, I did see the stuff probably while it was coming out at the comic shop when he had it, because I was going there pretty early on in our collection. Now, of course, we're good friends with all those guys up there, down there. In fact, another it's a small world situation with the one of the other guys that's always there, not the owner, obviously the owner already, but one of the other guys. So that's always fun. But yeah, Paradox Rift, not a ton of this. This is where we start falling off here. Paradox Rift, probably one of our least completed of all of these Scarlet and Violet, I would say. Maybe the base set also slightly incomplete. We'll see. Again, I didn't take any of my own auction cards for any of the Scarlet Violet. I did do it for Sword and Shield stuff, but I've also been, as I open Sword and Shield stuff, I've been returning it, of course, to the auction lot, the things that I pulled from it. So we're actually still over like 200 cards though taken from the auction to fill in my own collection in the Sword and Shield section. So still a lot to refill as we get Sword and Shield. But yeah, we haven't honestly, I mean, I got a few things back early on in the collection, but yeah, we focused a lot on recent stuff more recently. So nice reverse hollow earthen vessel there. And also the ancient booster energy capsule, pretty nice. None of my prize pack cards are here. Most of the prize pack cards, in fact, are up for sale. So if you want to see those, you can see those on the TCG Player website on our shop, at our shop. Just look for Nerds Templar, no space, same as the channel, but no space. Yeah, and then we're into 151 here, Scarlet Violet 151. Not too much yet. It's not looking too great, but hopefully we can manage to change that soon. Add a little bit more to it. Because this is like the best. I think it is, at least. I know a lot of other people agree. Really hard to get your hands on anything. I would really like to get that ultra premium collection. The thing, the game mat actually comes in, the Mew mat that we have. But I just got that gifted to me from somebody, by somebody. But I would actually like the entire ultra premium collection. That the Mew card in there is just amazing. So yeah, and the rest of the stuff. Plus all the packs, yeah. It would just probably really make this collection look nice. I mean, we wouldn't get everything, obviously, but I bet we'd get most of like up to the, hopefully almost be able to master set up to EX again, like we're hoping to do with most of these. All of these, I'd say, up to EX / again, V star, V max, whatever. GX, we go back far enough. And here, again, you can see, wait, what was on the end there? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, there was no more. I had to finagle something with the camera here to get you a little higher up. No full arts there for Paradox Rift. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, 151 there in here. Same with Paradox Rift, though, I believe. And now we're on to Obsidian Flames. Yeah. So this is going to look a little better. I think we got a lot of repackaged cards that were Obsidian Flames and Paldean Fates. I mean, Paldea Evolved. So that mostly filled out this for us. It's going to be a lot, again, of just the regular commons, uncommons, and rares. But again, whatever. Filled out a lot of that. We have a few EX here and there, of course. It's not too bad. Again, I think everything's at least about halfway, I'd say, in Scarlet Violet. Even up to and including the EX. And some of these EX we even have because of those repackaged things, the Absol EX, the Melmetal EX. Some of them we got were even older, though, and not in this collection. Some, I think we had like one Sun and Moon, maybe, the Sigilif GX. Had plenty of Sword and Shield ones. Had the Pokemon Go Charizard, came from one of those repackaged ones, one of the like front cards that I could see when I bought it, $2 for 21 cards. Yeah, not bad. And their Belly Bolt. Guess that's the only. That's the only full art we have that actually pulled by us. I had a couple of those, I think, in auction though as well. That's ours though. And then Paldea Evolved. Really need to work on these. Really need to get these Elite Trainer boxes for those two in particular: Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved. And the problem, of course, with all the other ones, the main sets, Paradox Rift, Scarlet Violet base set, Temporal Forces, those all have 2 boxes each, so that's a big pain. It's a lot of cards, but hey, it's definitely going to fill out those sets, I suppose. This one's not as good as Obsidian Flames, I would say, but still not bad. Yeah, just about at the end of Scarlet and Violet. Then this is the second. This is the second set they made. Yeah. And then we still need, all of the Elite Trainer boxes. including the special collection ones, which is, I guess, just 151 and Paladin Fates. We have, yeah, and unfortunately, I was thinking about doing it, just getting the Temporal Forces one straight off of Pokemon Center while, real early on when they were either on pre-sale or still in, just restocked after pre-sale because they went out so fast. And I didn't do it. And then they went out of stock really fast again and never came back. So that was unfortunate. They're still decently high up price wise on TCG players. So still kind of waiting for those to come down, kicking myself that I didn't just buy them off the bat. So I did start doing that right afterward for Twilight Masquerade. And lo and behold, Twilight Masquerade ETB for Pokemon Center exclusive, that one on PokemonCenter.com is still in stock after all this time. So I don't know. That's the first one of all the Scarlet and Violet that are still in stock. And of course, Shrouded Fables still is, but that might go out of stock even earlier than Twilight Masquerade. Keeping my eye on it, we'll see. Also have the next set, Stellar Crown, is out basically now. So that ETB will be coming up next on the stream and also soon-ish. And also, yeah, we'll keep an eye on how that one does on PokemonCenter.com stock-wise. And finally, then, yes, now you see the pretty cool, actually, no pun intended, but a pretty cool Ice Cube full art there. That was recently pulled. I actually quite like that. I just realized Ice Cube's a penguin with a block of ice on his head. I just thought it was an ice cube, but yeah, it's there's a penguin in there, I think. So anyway, Scarlet Violet base set. Maybe not quite as bad as I thought it was, but I don't think we've really had too many. I mean, a lot of the stuff back in the day that we were opening had like a base set pack here and there. So maybe that did kind of help us fill out here. Blue Tatsugiri there. But again, not really the EX. And I don't even know if we have any full arts for this. Maybe one. Unfortunately, not Gardevoir. Oh, we do have one that I think recently pulled. Not Gardevoir, unfortunately. That'd be great. I think that's probably going up in price because of the deck, our deck, that everyone's using now. Obviously, because I was using it, that everyone started. Has nothing to do with it being used in Worlds. But I did start using it before the Worlds thing, so hey ho. And there, the last page of the trainers, and finally our nope, got some more of the, again where we're just putting our base set Scarlet Violet Hollow Energies. Still not doing great on those either. Probably pulled from 151. Both again Electro. Oddly enough, again, Lightning and Metal. The two of the three we have in the new ones. So in there, not a Gardevoir, but it is Ralts. Might be decent. It's not a Ralts anyone cares about. Side shot, 30 damage attack, doesn't do anything else. Not great. But the two other Ralts people use currently, I can't really think of any other ones. They're not going to be. They're going to be out of rotation at the end of this current standard rotation. So everyone's going to need to use a different Ralts anyway. And that one currently, I think, is the only one. Maybe I'm wrong. It's very possible. And by, next April, who knows? Actually, we'll have to see what happened in this new set. I don't know if there were any Ralts line evolutions in this new set here. Spoiler alert if you made it this far. Thank you. Like, subscribe, checking out. Now going to get into the Sword and Shield, but spoiler alert, we will be soon, slightly soon after this stream. I'm going to be coming back for the actual Tuesday stream. It's a little later than usual, but whatever. That's fine. Still morning. And we have, of course, you probably already know this if you watched before, a bunch of Stellar Crown to show from our pre-release party at the comic shop. So, bam, here we are, our other massive binder. This one's different though. This one's more of like, it's really not that great for cards. I wish I had one that was like the other one that kind of sat flat like this all the time. In fact, that's mostly how you'll find like card binders themselves, like the ones that are like Pokemon made or whatever. made 4 cards that come with the sleeves in them. I think most of the time now you'll see them that way. This is flat, and it just opens up here and covers it up, so you don't have to worry about what I just did, which is fine. They sit okay if you're, you know, if you're just aware of what you're doing with the binder as you're messing with them. So they're fine now, and they're basically at capacity, even though it looks like there's a ton of room. Yeah, there's not much more, but there's a little more, I think. Yeah, as you can see here, we don't have any Crown Zenith in here. We only have a few actual Crown Zenith cards that we own. I never bought any packs yet. Some point, maybe, probably, but not yet. Anyway, yeah, this binder is a little more flimsy, so I'm going to try to not bend it too much at the top here with my arm as I give you a little bit of a better look. Actually, yeah, I can't do anything else about that. Sorry. So, you know what? Wait, let me just one moment here. See if this works. Hopefully, it doesn't destroy my cool Yu-Gi-Oh box here. That's empty currently, but this may be perfect. Oh, yes. Yep. All right. Then, of course, I can just make sure it doesn't fall down here. All right. Now, Sword and Shield. Again, no Crown Zenith yet in here, or barely any anyway. So, start off with Silver Tempest. Just recently pulled both our Superior V and V Star, so got the matching set there. And yeah, I guess I'll just again go through. Not, oh, sorry, a little close here. Let me getting caught on the camera. Not too much Silver Tempest open, but yeah, again, Almastar V. I think that was kind of recent. We must have opened some Silver Tempest recently with something. I don't know what it would have been. I don't know. But that's where we'll see. Yep, Ralts and Curlia. Both the ones that are normally used, at least the ones that came in the League Battle deck. Definitely the Curlia, the Ralts can be used. There's another one in Astral Radiance, though, that's good as well. I'd say I have 2 of both in my deck currently. We'll see what happens this weekend when I get to maybe use them a little more properly. Didn't get quite the chance in the last tournament, not the pre-release, but the one before that. Anyway. Yeah, again, though, not bad. Probably got a slight bit from other thing. Probably got, you know, enough packs from random stuff, and then maybe a few from the repackaged things that, oh, and also, of course, this is where we started delving into our own auction stuff to fill in, but only for commons and uncommons. I don't think I even did any rares at all. No reverse hollows, just unhollow commons and uncommons. The bulkiest of bulk stuff, right? That's what I pretty much took for myself. And I'm, again, replacing it. Probably started off over 400 with the way, being that I still have over 200 left, probably started off over 400 with how many I put back already. So, Rikatoon V, I mean, something, full art there. Not bad. Actually, price-wise, not too bad either, I don't think. And again, the higher valued things aren't in here. They're all in the right back here that you can kind of see now. If I can point to it. And some hard shell sleeves there. So we'll check those out right after these. I was going to include all Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet good cards. Again, nothing before this that we're checking out today, of course. We're just sticking with, help you see that last card there, okay? Just sticking with the 2 newest series. Which is plenty. I mean, look at how crazy big these binders are just to fit the 2. The one that's not done yet, and this one that I don't have all complete yet because I still need Crown Zenith in there. Is that Kyurem? Yeah, awesome Kyurem VMAX. I love that card. I mean, it looks fantastic. Magnezone V, not as amazing looking, but still, whatever. Magnezone. And this is Lost Origin, by the way. I guess I didn't say that. but a decent Lost Origin collection. Now, actually, this we do have the ETB of from Pokemon. All of our Elite Trainer boxes, if they have Pokemon Center exclusives, which started at Chilling Reign Plus, we have the exclusive version. The only one we have before that didn't have an exclusive version is Vivid Voltage. Rapid Strike, Urshifu, battle styles. So there's two of the battle styles. We have Rapid Strike, not Single Strike yet. Rapid Strike sold out on Pokemon Center, so we went and grabbed that just in case the price jumped up. There's a decent bit of, and now these are just the trainers gallery full arts, so they're not quite the same like value as full arts are, but they're still cool. There's a decent bit of those. Then for Lost Origin, we got those are Silver Tempest, Lost Origin. I think Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars all have those. Oh, Crown Zenith as well, but theirs is a different. Theirs is called Galarian Gallery, I think, instead of Trainer Gallery, Trainers Gallery, whatever. Pokemon Go, another special set, one that most people don't seem to care much about. Pretty filled out though. Again, for the special sets, that doesn't take much because, again, other than like the V's and the V stars, doesn't take much because there's just not too many cards in it. See, already at the end, and those two are the Ditto sticker peel things. That's why they're at the end there instead of where they would be in the Numel and Spinnerack spots, because they're not actually Numel and Spinnerack. Yeah, you can only tell by, it's hard on my camera, of course, but you can tell by there's a little white Ditto or little pink Ditto down here with all the other card info where there shouldn't be a little Ditto. All right, and then into Astral Radiance, pretty decent here. But Lost Origin is the only Elite Trainer box we have now until Fusion Strike. So Lost Origin, the only Sword and Shield that is currently standard that we have, of which we have an ETB, for which we have an ETB there. I guess we don't have any Ralts in here. I should probably put one in. This is Astral Radiance there. There's the Curlia though, but not necessary because you want that Silver Tempest Curlia. You need that in the deck. That's kind of the whole thing with refinement ability. Love that Typhlosion V, Hisuian Typhlosion V. Not worth a whole lot, unfortunately. But yeah, once that Curlia rotates out, it's going to cause a lot of problems for my Gardevoir deck. Not sure what I'm going to do. Because the Greninja is also going to rotate out. Most all my card draw will be gone, basically. Hisuian Decidueye V is there as well. V Star, that is, pulled very closely after, very shortly after the Hisuian Typhlosion V. Worth a little more, but not as much as expected. Going up, I believe, though. Been checking the prices on some of these again because I'm doing month 2 of the top 10 collection video, working on it now, and that'll also then be I'll probably also do like a 2-month anniversary top 10. So instead of just doing the top 10 for month number 2, it'll be the top 10 after 2 months. So it'll include both month 1 and 2 together, and we'll continue to do that. Then I'll do month 3's top 10, and then I'll do a whole, cumulative 1 through 3 top 10 at some point in that month. So yeah. So look for the month 2 video of just the top 10 for month 2 coming shortly. I will hope to have it out this weekend, but wasn't quite able to do it with all the festivities. So here, got Bronzong. That was also, I think, a recent one there. Pretty recent pull for Astral Radiance. Full art. Actually, again, that's just the Trainers Gallery one, and that's all we got. Got a bunch of these V-Star tokens, of course, you can see. And finally, the last set that's still standard, Brilliant Stars. Maybe our least best, but again, have some cards from the auction helping us fill it out. You can tell by the lack of reverse hollows, honestly, because by the time you get to like over half or most of the regular part of the collection filled, I think there's 2 pages there. No, there's not. You probably have about half of those cards reverse hollow, uncommons and commons, that is, and maybe even rares. About half of those are probably reverse hollow. And if that's not the case, then yeah, you probably got them some other ways, which is the case here. Marnie's Pride, that is. Actual full art there. which is worth a little more. And then we got Ariados, the Trainer's Gallery. Pretty cool card, I think. And then, yeah, now we are into the Fusion Strike. Had a decent bit of these because of a couple different products, but one including the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. Still, though, a giant page of green open. Isn't that strange? Wonder what happened there. Maybe I messed something up. That's possible. I don't know. I don't know. It was 63 there, so looks like it's right. Again, not too many V's and V stars is another way to know. But if I added the ones that I had from the auction, honestly, these collections would probably be looking quite good. And especially the rares, like most of what I'm missing in here are probably just that, rares and V's and V stars. And most of them, honestly, I probably have from the auction. Not all the ones I have are posted on TCG Player because some were just not worth posting. They're just so cheap on there that is just better. I'm better off selling them in person some other way. So I have a lot more than meets the eye. You may know just from looking at all the auction lot streams we did back when we got those auction lots. Browse through all of them real quick on those streams. It took a while, but we got through them. Whatever it was, 8 to 10 lots, something like that. They're one of our first, one of the first, I think, cool full arts we were able to pull from any packs. Definitely from an Elite Trainer box, I believe. So if I'm not mistaken, this one was first before Vivid Voltage. Now I can't really remember which one I did first. I think it was Vivid Voltage, and then we opened a small Fusion Strike. Or maybe it was the, I'm not sure. Either way, that's a cool Genesect. Pretty decently cool Genesect. Again, you know what? I think, I'm trying to think of where the price was at based on where we saw it at first. I have kind of a price trend from the past 6 months that you know, kind of keeping track of everything, all the top cards at least. Now, of course, Evolving Skies. No great Evolving Skies cards, but some cool ones. Maybe the best ones are not in here, of course. Arctobish V. And not a ton of Evolving Skies, because again, how you get your hands on that except for spending a bunch of money. Of course, the kind of hits we get are like that Garbodor V. And that's that. But again, we do have a couple others, and we'll see in the good card section. Now, Chilling Reign, another one that is not great. Now back in this like mid section of Sword and Shield, and even sort of into the early section, not really great. And a lot of these cards did come from the auction, filling me in here. Obviously, any reverse hollows you see, or any rares or V's, V max at this point, those are all mine. Pulled from my own packs, that is. Battle Styles being the only different one, although we still don't have a ton of that either. Still here in Chilling Reign. And then let's move this over a tad. All right, I guess that'll do. Is that Battle Styles? Yeah, okay. So now into Battle Styles, which we do have a bit of. Victini VMAX. Only because of the one ETB, which wasn't like a ton of stuff because it was an earlier one. So I think, what, 8 packs maybe? Tapu Bulu VMAX. Also dealing with packs from Sword and Shield that give one less hit chance for that kind of better stuff. So bear that in mind as well. It also changes the values of everything. So yeah, not terrible, I guess, with that Battle Styles. Also, Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates, which is next here. They're not going to be bad because I have the Vivid Voltage ETB as well. We had several different Shining Fates things early on in the collection series, so Not too bad. And again, it's a special collection, and there's a lot of most of the collection is just the special rare shinies, which we don't have most of. So basically any of. So yeah, we have most of everything else. Just basically again going to be missing the V's and the V Maxes, some of them here and there. I got the Cinderace, but not the V Max. Got Delmi's V Max, but probably not the regular one. I don't believe. No more Pekka V Max, Crobat V Max. I assume there's V Maxes for all of those. And most of those are like reprinted from other sets. There are only, I believe, yeah, are only shiny from Shining Fates here, but Cinccino, something about that line. We pulled the Minccino full art from Temporal Forces from the Build and Battle box, the first one we got, and then we opened that Cinccino shiny like in the Vivid Voltage, one of the boxes we opened of that, like I don't know, like 2 videos later or something. Still need that Shining Fates ETB, of course. Now, though, Vivid Voltage have this one, have that Pikachu. So this isn't terrible, but that's most of everything we have from there is that. We had 2 packs early on from our Dollar General. I think maybe that's even where our Darmanitan VMAX came from, Galarian Darmanitan VMAX. And this is very much toward the beginning now, almost at the end of the stream here, toward the beginning of our Sword and Shield, of Sword and Shield. Still need to get together my Sun and Moon collection and maybe even an XY collection in that with that. Maybe even do the entire midsection from EX up to there. Maybe include EX. I don't know. I should probably include EX with that because of the change in company. Keep Wizards of the Coast together and then EX onward. EX up to Sun and Moon, perhaps. Maybe Sun and Moon and XY will need their own binder. Who knows? Maybe those. I'll probably try to work on those 2 next. And at some point, I'll be able to come back and show you what that's looking like. There, I guess I skipped it because it's in the middle of the collection here. So kind of hard to see unless you're watching for it. The amazing rare Jirachi here. Like a cool, awesome background there. Very cool holo. A couple of those in this set and probably others around this time. Probably an early Sword and Shield thing again. So sort of, yeah, they sort of like every series seems to now be kind of like split into 2 parts, and things changed midway through. Like you can think of like the V's, the V Maxes to the V Stars, then, and like phasing out of the rapid and single strike stuff. Doing like the trainers gallery stuff later on, and for all the Sword and Shield things, and kind of again phasing out basically all that stuff once Scarlet Violet came around. You get your EXs, and then now we're into the new stuff, and we have the A specs back. So yeah, anyway, finally then base set. Nope, never mind. Yeah, Darkness Ablaze, which I always kind of forget about this, and Rebel Clash are coming up now. The last 2, very little in both of these sets. These are probably my worst 2. Darkness Ablaze doesn't seem all that worth it, so all that valuable, which is why I haven't gotten much from it. Kind of holding off for now with that. But it is old, so can only wait so long for that. Rebel Clash, really expensive Elite Trainer box for Rebel Clash. Don't have basically any packs for that either from anything else. Again, it's super old, so not as easy to get that stuff unless you're just going to like buy. I mean, TCG Player probably has plenty of stuff that I could get my hands on. Probably the way I'll go. That is an awesome Scyther card. I don't look at all these cards often enough. That Scyther looks so cool. I don't know if it's just like the coloring or the art with the colors or something. I don't know, but I really like how that card looks. But this is Sword and Shield base set. No, again, this is Rebel Clash. Yeah, that's why I don't see these much, because I don't have much. And what I do have, again, probably mostly came from the auction, like that Electabuzz. That would be my holo, of course. Probably had a few packs of this, 2 maybe. Remember that scoop up net? That actually was on my list of top cards at one point. Maybe still is. If it's over 50 cents or like nearing 50 cents and I think it might go over, then I keep it on just so I can watch it. Oh, and then now, base set, Sword and Shield. Rillaboom. Had a few of these packs, I think. Same with all these other old ones. Not many, but a few. Morpeko, was that a? Oh no, Ponyta. Or that Grapple Lock we pulled, yeah. Is that a rare, I believe? Yeah, that's why I remember it. And again, not much in the way of full arts at the end here. None, probably. Yeah. All right, well, again, that is that. Whew. Big old binder. It is easy to close, just as easy to close as the other one, all when it's all one big thing. Because I mean, really, you just kind of, once you know you aren't gonna mess any of them up, you kind of just gotta flip that page over, make sure they're kind of in the center. What I do at least, and then when it sits down, you can't see it, but it's like that. So it's only utilizing about half of the ring all the time, the middle half whenever it's closed. So then it just all sits flat. All right. So one more thing to show you, then the best cards, I guess. Save the best for last. Let's just do this then. I don't know where to put this big old binder now. Just set it over here. Back. You have some other cool cards. Have some just recently from the tournament, Buddy, Poffins, 4 of each, those in Super Rods. A play set, you would call it, I guess, right? A bunch of duplicates here. Just pull. Those are the Shrouder Fables duplicates. Loose packs. Here, then, this is our stack of best cards. Before I show it, though, again, thank you guys for chilling. Here is, if you want it, this code is for the Origin Form Palkia V-Star League Battle Deck that I opened up to sell the parts of. It's actually the one sitting right back there. In fact, sold. Those Palkia V-Stars are sold. Those two right there, they're going to be gone today. Sold basically all the cards that I posted from it already for more than I had that thing posted for. So that definitely worked out really well. Much, even better than I thought it was going to work out because they went so quick. So awesome. But here is the code card for that. If anyone wants to, I guess, just check out, get these cards for the online, and maybe check that Palkia V-Star deck out that way. If you don't want to just buy the cards with your credits on there or whatever, your in-game credits. But anyway, here you go. If you want this, don't just take it if you're, don't be greedy. But yeah, if you actually play live and you want to check out the Palkia V-Star deck, that's not going to be in rotation much longer. Yeah, there you go. There's that. Thank you for being cool. Again, I'd always like to know in the comments if you guys are the ones getting the codes. I hope that I would really like to hear from somebody at least to know that it's not just bots that get them all the time or something. So not all of these are cards. Some of them are empty still. Actually, yeah. There we go. All right. Not many, but a few are empty. And these are basically in order from worst, least valuable to most valuable. And I think this is all that we have. I don't think I'm missing any. Let me just check real quick. None of the prize pack cards, of course, are here. So any of those, I'll just show some of those now. This Charizard EX prize pack card, that's actually one of our best cards right now, over maybe approaching $20. We also have pulled some cool prize pack energies there. Best one of those being this fire one, the Cosmos Hollow Fire from Series 3, I believe. Very cool card. Maybe that and the Darkness Series 1 energy are closely tied for some of our better cards, probably around the same price. Anyway, yeah, I think that was it then. Plenty of other things we'll be showing. Also had, of course, our illustration rare Charizard that we pulled from our Charizard EX10 Paldean Fates, worth $110. We sold for $110, I should say. So there would be that as our bestest card, but it's old, so we don't have it anymore. I'm looking for one more thing. I think that I have sitting here. I thought. Oh, here. Okay. All right. Let me just show these through these real quick. These are some of the promos. I was going to put all the promos in here, but if they came in boxes and stuff, I have them in the boxes and tins still. Most of them, I need to put some of them back in, like this Eldegoss V Star. That was V. That was one of the first we pulled. But like this EV from a blister. All the blister ones will be in here. These need to go back in their tins. Our beautiful Espeon and Umbreon Vs from again promos from the tins. These are not promos, but they're Lost Thunder. We didn't get to Sun and Moon Lost Thunder yet, but they did come in tins as tin. You know, like almost like promos. Blissey and Gardevoir there. And then we got some Detective Pikachu cards that we don't have any more of, so they're in here. And this is also where, there's where our Dragonite V and V Star are from Pokemon Go. Those, well, again, promos. Revivroom, another promo. Put both our Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet promos in these, probably different ones. And then we have back in the back here, just our very few Crown Zenith cards that are very much starting to like bend in here. Bend in like the exposed to the elements for too long kind of way or something. And we have a few older prize pack cards here that I didn't post for sale yet. That awesome Houndoom, decently cool. I think the card at least looks decent. Energy, the Rapid Strike there are two energies there that are posted. Older, or the new, I should say, metal energies. And finally then, just again, showing you these mini portfolios because they're sitting here. This is just actually bulk of Shining Fates, which will probably not be in here too long. I'm probably going to move it to the actual bulk stuff with everything else. And then some of it to the Shining Fates ETB once I get that thing. At some point. Soon, probably. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I want to also be collecting some Yu-Gi-Oh, some One Piece, some Lorcana here and there, I'm probably gonna, for maybe like the next, we'll say 4 to 6 months, depending on how well we do, slow down on those, maybe a little less slow down on Lorcana. We'll probably just keep that where we're at with the Illumineers Troves and hopefully the starter decks as well, giving us a couple extra packs and a little more content. The decks, of course, are always fun. But we'll probably just do that and a little less Yu-Gi-Oh! And on my own, I'll be doing less One Piece. But that is because I'm going to actually be trying to get through getting all these Elite Trainer boxes sooner rather than later. Catch up with all that. Maybe even catch up with a little more of the early Pokemon products that I would like to get for myself, to collect for myself. And then kind of once that's all done, I won't really have much backtracking to do in any card games. Collection wise, a little bit for Disney, probably still more for Pokemon, but that's whatever. I don't need to do much backtracking for Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm not too worried about that. And that's basically it. Maybe a little bit more on One Piece, and we'll see where that goes value wise. But anyway, lastly here, again, thanks for dealing with me, bearing with my ramblings. Palafin full art, that probably just belongs in the collection. It's probably only $1 or $2. The full face guard, the Evolving Skies Secret Rare, we've had that for quite a while now. It's actually, a lot of these cards have dropped in value, which is very interesting. I'm just keeping an eye on all these because that's telling me a lot about trends in general. The more valuable cards we have and the more we're watching like this and the more we see all of them trending in one direction, the more it tells us about the general trend of, I would say, the trading card game as a whole, or at least certain, time periods, cards in that game. Lost Vacuum, which is not yet in our actual top 10 rotation, trying to get to that video, probably closing in quickly on the one when we pulled this. I figured we'd be there by now, but yeah, got to be getting closer. Secret Rare again. Rotated out actually, but I'm wondering if it's going to start going up because Gengar is so cool. And this is the Lost Origin Trainers Gallery. So another one of the Lost Origin. We have a lot of probably 5 or 6 of these. This is the best one, obviously. That's why it's here and was made our top 10 at one point. Very awesome card. Love it. Pulled that from, I think it was the just the mini portfolio that we grabbed from Dollar General, and bam, there out came that. That was nice. Daisy's Help. Wow, Scarlet Violet 151, right? Yeah, that was one of our best 151 pulls. Nice full art for us. Why not? Daisy's Help, I think a decent card. Draw 2 cards, look at your face down prize cards. Yeah, that's actually a really good card. That's actually, you know what? The only reason that, wait. Wow, you know what? I was going to say the only reason that's not better than Hisuian Heavy Ball is that you don't get to take a Pokemon out, but you don't have to shuffle your prizes after you look at them. So you just get to look at your face down prizes, uh, and then you know where everything is. Hopefully, remember it like a little game of memory, and then you can just pull on your next prize. Hopefully, it doesn't take you too long. But your next prize, you basically just pull the one that you wanted from that, and then you still know what all the other ones are and can pull them, in whatever order you'd like, I guess. So Professor Turo scenario, another one. Yeah, this one's actually been on the top 10 for a bit. Close, trending toward the bottom though, but hey, that is what happens with the lower end ones. They're going to be phased out as we get more and more really good cards, right? And hopefully don't sell all of them off. Charizard EX, the only really good one we've sold. So, yeah. Candela, Secret Rare, one of our Pokemon Go decent cards there. Tatsugiri didn't make it into the top 10 lineup just yet, but I think he's going to be in there somewhere in the top 10 at least. I love this card so much. It's actually the home background on my phone, not the lock screen, but the home screen background on my phone. Lock screen, in fact, is still my illustration rare Charizard EX that we don't have anymore. Another one that I think is going to be decent, but not in. It's actually probably pulled the same time as the Tatsugiri and like a lot of these other ones that I think the Lost Vacuum and this and the Tatsugiri were like all around the same time. Just waiting on all those and one more, I believe, that's in here. But this was Chilling Rain, the secret hollow energy, obviously. Super awesome water energy. Our other good Pokemon Go card, the Radiant Charizard. That's right. Yes. I mean, it's not like super, super amazing, but still great. Love that card. Who doesn't? Another one of my favorites by far, for sure. SW&V stamp promo, baby. Evolving Skies, not promo, but stamp prize pack card. Evolving Skies, SW&V, though. Another Evolving Skies proper, our best Evolving Skies card, that awesome full art Vaporeon V. Oh yeah, our first good pull, I would say. It was about 15 bucks when we pulled it. I think it's a little less than that now, but come on, it's definitely going to go up. It's Vaporeon. It's amazing looking. It's Evolving Skies. There's actually not a regular, I don't think there's a regular Vaporeon V from that set. Pretty sure it's just the full arts for all the original evolutions, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. There are only shiny from Paldean Fates, but what a shiny it is. Charmeleon, that's right. One of our best pulls for sure. Maybe even approaching, I don't think it's approaching 20, but it is probably well over $10. Not bad, not bad. Again, we're dealing with Charmeleon that can evolve, obviously, into the Charizard, the much needed Charizard EX, but most of the time, the Charmeleon is not going to be as good as the Charmander because you're going to try to be rare candying, which skips Charmeleon's evolution into the Charizard. But sometimes, you're going to need that Charmeleon because you're not going to be able to rare candy. And also, this Charmeleon is my favorite of all of them, not just because it looks cool, not just because I have it, but but because of this ability Flame Veil, which when you're against it is extremely annoying because it prevents all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So I, in my deck, have several Pokemon that all the damage from their attacks is due to the effect of the attack and not due to like damage like this over here. All the damage, it doesn't have a damage thing, it just says what the damage is in here, which means it's the effect of the attack, not the attack damage itself. And that means this Charmeleon blocks all of it, and oh my goodness, that's annoying. So yeah, great card, cool card, shiny Charmeleon. Top 5 probably right now is what we're at. This is our actual true top 5 probably, even though we don't show it on stream. This is probably what it is. Garchomp EX, full art. Actually, I think that's the illustration rare Garchomp there. Looks great. I think all these cards are over $20 now. So definitely approaching that. I think it's a great card. It was over 20 when we pulled it. In fact, probably around 30 when we pulled it. Paradox Rift. Now we have Erie, which was also around probably 30 when we pulled it. In fact, it might have been a little lower, and it may have been just staying around the same, and now has passed up Garchomp by staying the same price. That's Temper Force is a newer card than Garchomp. Another illustration rare there. Awesome card. One that's used, I believe. Again, your opponent reveals their hand, and you discard up to 2 item cards that you find there. So super annoying, especially if those items happen to be like rare candies or Buddy Buddy Poffins, or sometimes exactly what's in the hand because they just put it in there. Yeah. Just pulled in the last stream Okie Dokie illustration rare from Shrouded Fables. Probably the card that we were searching for the most. No, wait, no, that's not the illustration rare, but it is the full art, and it is super cool looking. I think it is the Doge. So out of all of them, that's the one we want. I think it looks great. Looks great for full art anyway. Looks almost like it could be an illustration rare. I love it. And second to last, then, bam. Neither of these last two have been introduced yet. This one this was the one that I mentioned earlier was coming up. That should also be coming up soon in our actual top 10 that we show on stream. Getting close to reevaluating and adding the chapters into the video of the stream where we did this one. That's what I'm waiting for. But yeah, Iono, I'm hoping this is actually maybe, I haven't checked this in a bit. I'm hoping it's over 30. I'm hoping it's even approaching like 50 because it's Iono. Everyone uses Iono. She's new. She's from Paldean Fates. This card is at least, but she'll be around for a long time, for a couple years still. She allows you and your opponent both. Well, it doesn't allow you. Both you and your opponent shuffle the cards in your hand, put them at the bottom of your deck, and then you draw the cards and the amount of prizes that you still have. So it's a really good way to mess with your opponent, especially later on, especially again, if they they have something in their hand that they need, you can make them put it at the bottom of their deck and redraw. And of course, it can also help you if you need to redraw and it doesn't discard your cards in order to do so. That's always nice. So Iono, great card, is also the illustration rare version. Really awesome looking card. I love the colors of it. And I think people just like Iono anyway. And finally, our best current card, not our Charizard EX $110 illustration rare because that's sold, but just pulled the Cassiopeia illustration rare. The last video again, and obviously in Shrouded Fables, this was trending, I think, toward $80, just about $80 on TCG Player. That beautiful looking card. I love like the cool Haxor stuff going on. Got Sylveon, of course, in the background there. Great. Wait. Oh yeah, that's a Arc phone or whatever, the Rotom phone. That would be what, not the Arc phone, but the Rotom phone there. And in front, they do that a lot. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's, I guess, what that is. But looks great. Worth a lot because Cassiopeia, super strong card. All you need, if this is the only card left in your hand, that's how you have to use it. It has to be the only card left, which is pretty easy to accomplish with any card to get one card left in your hand. And if that's the case, though, search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand and then shuffle your deck. That is so strong. So strong. So just the regular card's great. I actually have a couple, maybe just one extra reverse holo of it, but several copies of the regular card. Might post some of those for sale because again, it's just such a useful card. It's definitely going to be used. Might as well sell some of them off, let some people use them. Probably going to add maybe some of them to our deck. So that's it. That's the lineup. And of course, yeah, we have like promos and stuff, more promos and stuff like I mentioned that are still in their tins and boxes and whatnot. Espeon V and V Star, Glaceon V, or not Espeon. Glaceon and Leafeon V and V Stars. Got Pikachu V from Shining Fates. We got the Skeledirge tin, and we got the Charizard EX tin from Paldean Fates, and also that Charizard EX collection they did recently. Also, I have an extra one of those. They are sold out now on Pokemon Center. I bought 2 of those. We'll see how long until I decide to repost that for sale myself. But I thought it was a pretty cool one. Got the Charmander, the Charmeleon, the Charizard. Got a little a decent looking Charizard EX, that is, that people are the one people are using. Got some sleeves for it, got a little plastic magnetic case for a card. It was a nice little set, I thought, and it was really low price. It was like down to like $25, so I figured I'd get 2 of them. Opened one a while ago. Anyway, all right, guys, that's it. That's it. Thanks for joining me. Happy half an anniversary to you. I guess maybe we'll wait another 6 months, perhaps, until checking this part of the collection again. Maybe what it'll be 6 months. So maybe in 2 months, maybe we'll check out the old collection, and then in another 2 months, by then I'll definitely have the Sun and Moon and everything, all that kind of like mid collection ready to go. So perhaps then for 2 more months after that, we'll check out that, and then that'll be our 2 months after that will be our true anniversary. 6 months later than this, and that perhaps is when we will check out the new collection once more. Oh my goodness, there will be so much new stuff every time we check out the new collection because of how many sets they put out. That'll of course include the new set that just released. We'll be able to check out how that has been after 6 months, after a full 6 months, which is Stellar Crown, and then also the one they just announced, which is Surging Sparks, another Pikachu box. So anyway, that's that, guys. I will be back soon, though, for the actual stream. So yeah, just give me a bit to resituate everything, and then I'll do that. Anyway, this is Randy, Nerds Templar. Peace out, everybody.